Hi everyone, I'm Susan Mulvihill from Susan's in the Garden. You know, it's early October and yes, I'm still talking about getting green tomatoes to ripen. If you've been following along for the last couple of months, you know I've shot a series of videos about different types of pruning techniques and other methods you can use in your garden to get the last of those green tomatoes to ripen. So I have to tell you, 2 days ago my husband and I harvested the last of the ripe tomatoes from our plants and we ended up with 117 pounds. So those are processed now, but if you're like me, you still have some stragglers that will not ripen. So what I did is I pulled off all of the decent sized tomatoes from my vines. I didn't bother with any of the real small ones because they're not worth it. But I do have a technique for ripening these last guys that's very simple. So today I'm being brave, I'm taking you down to my basement and I'm going to show you how to do it. This is my basement, and now you know why I said I was being brave and bringing you down here, because let's face it, an unfinished basement is not a pretty thing to look at. However, if you promise to focus on what I'm going to show you and not on the mess, we're good to go. This is an orchard rack. I bought it years ago at Gardener's Supply and I absolutely love it for storing veggies during the fall and winter months. It has 5 drawers and each drawer has slats in the bottom, which is perfect for good air circulation, which is so important. I enjoy using it for storing dried onions, small winter squash, a little bit of garlic, and green tomatoes. Let me show you how it works. The first thing I did is I lined the drawers with a few layers of newspaper. That's so that if a ripening tomato gets ahead of you and it goes bluey, the juices will be absorbed into the newspaper rather than dripping down into the drawers below, which would be a lovely mess. So make sure you do that. And then just put your tomatoes in with a spacing of a couple of inches in between them. You want good air circulation because that will help them ripen. And also, if you have your green tomatoes touching each other, then if one of them starts to rot, which can happen, it will spread more quickly if they're touching rather than if you have them spaced apart. Each time I fill up a drawer, I'm just going to close it up. There's not enough light down here or coming into the rack to where I would need to cover each drawer of tomatoes with another sheet of newspaper. Now I realize not everybody has something like an orchard rack, but I did want to show you what I use and how great it is. So obviously the other way to do it would be to put sheets of newspaper on the floor of a cool, dark room, put your layer of tomatoes on in the spacing that I recommended, and then cover that layer with a couple more sheets of newspaper, and the goal is to keep them dark. Be sure to check them every couple of days just to be on the safe side, and you will be amazed at how well this works. Now, I hope that these videos have been of help to you. It's been a great gardening season, and I would love to hear from you. My email address is susan@susansinthegarden.com. Take care.